Alright, part 2, moving on, next page. Start off, we're gonna do Aqua Splash, was it? Yeah, Aqua Splash. Load it up. Alright, bring back the musical knowledge of water. We're gonna hoon over here, select the protection stone, and you can scoop water out of here. It doesn't really do much, but, you know, nothing really happens until on the way back anyway, so if you don't want to be bored watching the villager walk over, you might as well do something, and why not just muck around doing something that may be partially helpful or something, who knows. Alright, the villager's only over there, I think. Let's see. Alright, where is he? There he is. He's just rocked up at the rock. Now, yeah, as you can see, the water's coming down the hill again. It's just like the one in the previous page. So we're gonna suck up some water. This one's a bit harder because it's sort of a constant stream, but it's a shorter area and you can just dump the water in these pits to save yourself a bit of time. Try and get it nice and close here, and here we go. Come on, you silly villager. Oh dear. Wasting lots of time here, and probably will now get wiped out by the tsunami. Awesome fun. I'd be really interested, guys, for anyone who has played this, whether or not they like it or they're interested in it, or if anyone who is just watching these is suddenly interested in getting the game. You're probably looking at them because it's just some random video I put up, but I enjoy the game and I definitely recommend it. The 1,200 Microsoft points for it, I don't know, I can't really say whether or not it's worth it, but yeah, me and the people I've sort of played it with definitely recommend it, so yeah. Okay, waterfall. This one's a bit more fun. We're gonna grab a whole heap of water, carry it up the hill here, wait for this villager just here with his little umbrella to get a bit closer. I think they call them shamans or something. And then we're gonna dump water on him. And hopefully he should make it all the way down the hill, but no, he's going to be a jerk and get stuck. Thanks. Alright, dump some more water on him, push him down, suck up the water at the bottom so he can get out and not drown. Simple as that. I must admit, I'm kind of looking forward to the PC version of this as well. I'd love to see how good the graphics look on that, and whether or not they try and change the physics a little bit to manipulate it better. Like this one, the hills sort of erode when you take stuff away, but at the other, like other times, it sort of stays there. It's really weird, but for a start off, it's pretty good. Guardian Angel now. Alright, totems only. What we're going to do, pick up the totem, nice and simple, dump it in front of the other one just there on the hill, wait for our villagers to go over, and they take their own sweet time. Lava's coming down the hill here. As you see, we can't pick up anything else to try and stop it, so we just gotta hope and pray that the villagers speed themselves up. What you'll see is normally when that sort of grass turns up, that's about the time that the village is there and then it's protected. If a village has protection from something before you move it, it keeps the protection, you don't have to travel it over, but as you'll see now we just have to wait for this dude down here, who's actually, it says man but it's a woman I think. Yeah, for the woman, man, woman, hermaphrodite, whatever you want to say. gets to the town and shares her knowledge, his knowledge. Yes. Alright, moving on. Explosions! Could have done something a little bit more interesting with the loading screens, I think. Protect the village, Alright, pick up this thing here, and we'll just go up the hill to this sort of low part, just above this other explodey plant. We'll try and grab the other ones. Struggling a bit with good old-fashioned global view. Again, if you're just tuning into this one and didn't catch the other one, right bumper. Although you should probably know that from the single-player campaign. And what you can do is use the explosives that are left to sort of make the trench a bit wider or deeper, just so it redirects a bit or something, you know. And we just have to wait for this dude to turn up. Takes his own sweet time. Bomb. I have noticed though that some of them, when they're sort of sitting around, have drums and what appears to be didgeridoos. So I don't know if the developers tried to take any sort of cultural references from Aborigines, or whether or not maybe other cultures elsewhere use something similar to a didgeridoo. Alright, sacrifice. This one is a pain in the ass, to be blunt. Alright, so what we're going to do is straight off suck a bit of dirt up, and hopefully we won't take too much and kill our village straight away, but yeah, no. Fail boat. Straight away. Awesome. Let's restart and try again. Alright. Yeah, so we're gonna dig up a bit of dirt. Alright. Hopefully that will be okay. Stop screaming. Drown in silence. Will you? Alright. Yeah. See, if too many of the villages, like the hut things on stilts, go under too fast or whatever, it doesn't count, or it does weird stuff really. It's hard to tell when the village will survive and when it won't, but as long as I think there's like 4 or 5 of the huts sort of alive at the time, I think you're safe. But like, see, there's 3, so there you go. Alright, but see, they're building a few more. Take a little bit more and hopefully won't murder anyone else. Look bad on my resume as God. We'll select this one and now we wait. This one is all about patience and getting really annoyed at pathfinding. So what we're going to do is, once the other village is taken, in a second, hopefully, let me grab a bit more dirt, the other guys can swim. I'm going to make a path out onto sort of the other island where the protection stone is. You won't have enough dirt to get all the way there, so you'll have to sort of grab the end and put it in front. Okay. I used to do something like that at school. We used to use like logs or something, and so yeah, now that this one's built, we can kill the other island off. No one cares about it, and no one really cares about these villages either. And we're gonna try and stretch this path out as much as possible and try and keep it sort of as thin as possible. And suck up some more dirt. The good thing is, when villages are made, even if they are on rock, they'll make a tiny bit of dirt themselves just to get some vegetation. So you can suck up the dirt underneath them and get a little bit more. They don't actually need it. It's just, yeah, to spread vegetation. In single player it's a bit more important, but, you know, in challenges we're not worried about how many plants survive the next apocalypse, as opposed to specific things like the village. Now we wait and get constantly spammed by villagers drowning, because they're too pathetic to swim, or those ones that are stuck on an island. Filling a few of these gaps. It's funny, sometimes the villagers will have no problems walking one way and then they'll just get stuck the other way. So now we're gonna suck up the tail part again. Wait for him to get a bit further on. And we'll make a giant line in front. Yeah. Stupid villagers. Yes, we understand. Just drown in peace, will you? Leave us alone. I'd love to see DLC for this game, or even a sequel. Like, I don't know really where you could go with a sequel with this, other than sort of new maps, maybe change the physics a bit, just, yeah, maybe a few different sort of other things. Well, that's the challenge complete, and I think we'll go on to the next part. See you then.